Yo, Elliot! So our buddy Vincent wants to know if Elliott Hulse recommends the use of HGH, right? Which is basically a steroid that's become more and more popular and prevalent in the older dude community, you know, 35 years, 40 years and older, because it's kind of like, it's giving people tremendous results in this fountain of youth sort of way. You know, you're kind of regaining what you may have lost over time. And I mean, you see pictures, the funniest is when you see these ads of like obviously an old guy. You look at his face and he's like balding and shit, but he's got like a body of like a 25-year-old bodybuilder. And you wonder, like, what the fuck are these guys taking? And does this work? Yes, it does work. I have friends who are competitive in strongman and other sports that are well into their 50s, and they look good and they're strong. And it's because they're basically using this synthetic hormones, you know, it's steroids. So what is Elliott Hulse's opinion? Do I think you should use it or not? Here's my official stance on basically anything. It really doesn't matter what you do, as long as you are detached enough to retain who you are. You see? So I've mentioned in the past that I've used steroids, right? And you know, some people still think that I am. Dudes, you gotta understand that, like, I've always been strong. I mean, the muscle that I have is, you look at pictures of me when I was 14, you know. But anyway, there was a time frame about 6 to 8 months where I was using steroids. The thing is, and the magnificent part of my story is that I remained objective the entire time and never really allowed myself to become personally identified with the person using or enhanced by the extrinsic source. Right? And that's why when I tore my bicep, it was so easy for me. It was so easy for me to say, done, right? I did it, I experienced it, and I was done. And I didn't feel a loss of personal identification when I had to basically kill that character. If you decide to, and I don't know how old you are, I'm assuming, like, you know, you're going into your older ages now and you know, you're seeing these ads and stuff and you want to try it. If you do decide to use HGH, the only thing that I would be afraid of, the only thing that I would caution against is becoming personally identified with who you become once you're on it, because it's only one version of yourself, and the thing that sucks is that it's dependent on an extrinsic source, right? It's something outside of you. It's something you have to add to you. And that's always, like, you know, what happens if they stop production of it, right? Like, you can't get it. Or what if the price doubles? Or what if, you know, for some reason you just can't get it any longer? Whatever the case may be, FDA decides, you know what, fuck this. You guys can't use it anymore, right? Now you're screwed because your entire life was built on the foundation of a person who was on steroids, and now when it comes crumbling down, you're gonna be in the depths of depression. You're gonna be completely lost without it. So I would say, begin, right? Again, this is not my pro or con speech. It's about, what are you going to do? What do you want? What are you going to do? And the best way to approach it, the best paradigm to proceed from. Use it. Just remember or remain objective the entire time. Don't lean on it so heavily that it becomes an intrinsic or a integral part of who you are, because it's not. The only things that are truly intricate to who you are is your character, your virtues, your values, right? Now, your ideas and beliefs even, and some values are just ideas and beliefs, aren't intrinsically part of you because they change. Everything changes. Get in touch with that part of you that doesn't change, so that when you do decide to play the game, you don't get lost in it. Good luck. Yo, Elliot!